Hey everyone, it's Mr. Canfield. Let's start our Pythagorean theorem practice with what did Dr. Drip say to the bleeding kid who refused to get stitches? With these, I never care if you figure out the puzzles with them. I just care about the math, but the puzzles can be a really helpful way to find out if you're right or not. So what I'm gonna do with this is I'm gonna do my work on a separate sheet of paper. You should be doing your work on a separate sheet of paper. And I need my calculator. No! Oh wait, no, it's right here. All right, so, cool. Let's start with a little bit of review and a very, very little bit of review. That little bit of review is if you have a right triangle, such as this, in a right triangle, we call the legs A and B, we call the hypotenuse C, and every right triangle ever has this formula, and it's always true. That formula is A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. It works no matter what, as long as you have a right triangle. The restriction is C is always the hypotenuse. It's always, if you look at the right angle, it's always across the street from the right angle. So that's how I know that that's C. A and B, you can mix them around, doesn't matter. So I can call this one A, I can call this one B. That won't matter. Okay, so number one, it says if A equals 6 and B equals 8, what's C? So all I gotta do is go A squared, so this is number one, A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. So I'm gonna plug in 6 for A, so 6 squared plus B is 8, and C is, oh, I don't know.
Hey, are you doing anything? Do you mind if you take some?
Yeah, go for it. So 6 squared plus 8 squared, that's 100. And so the thing to be careful of, that's not C. 100 is equal to C squared. So to find out what C is, we'll have to take the square root of both sides, and we get square root of 100. I get 10. So we get C is equal to 10. Okay. And that is what I got for number one. And so if I'm trying to do the puzzle, it says find the missing side if possible. Some answers are rounded. Cross out the letter next to the correct answer. When you finish, the answer to the title question will remain. So for number one, I got 10. I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna cross out this one. And so what that means is that was, it's one of the answer choices here, so hopefully that's right. This says answers 1 to 8 here, but I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna find the rest of these and scribble them out, and when I'm left, I'm gonna have it's a silly joke thing, so it's gonna be some silly joke answer, but when you start with A and B, A and B, A and B, A, oh, wait. So 1, 2, and 3 are all gonna be kind of similar to one another. So I'm not gonna do, you know what? This is the start. Let's do the start. Feel free to skip ahead though. Like, try them yourself. Don't just wait for me to do this stuff for you. So I did A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared. So 10 squared, I can use my calculator and get 100. 7 squared, I can use my calculator and get 49. Oh, wait. I did that all in one step earlier. Either way, it doesn't matter. So 100 plus 49 is 149, or I could go 10 squared plus 7 squared, get 149. But I get 149 is C squared. I'll take the square root of 149 and find out that C is equal to 12.2. I'll go over here and I'll scribble it out. So hopefully you already see how easy this is and how easy this can be. Yeah, do that, boom, boom. So 3 is the same, you'll get another thing. Ooh, a little scrap of who knows what. All right, so let's move on to number 4. This is the other possibility with these. And that is, in 4, it says A is equal to 10. So I do 10 squared plus, don't write 26 squared. It says C is 26. So it's 10 squared plus B squared is equal to 26 squared. See that subtle difference? So now I do actually want to find out what 10 squared and 26 squared are separately. Oops, no, 26 squared. All right, so I'm gonna say 100 plus b squared is equal to 676. So if I wanna find out what b squared is, I have to do two things. I gotta subtract the 100 first. And now it says b squared is equal to 576. So now I can take the square root and get b is equal to the square root of 576, which is, oh, exactly 24. I did not know that one. So I'll go over here, I'll find 24, I'll scribble it out. Now I skipped 3, so I'm not gonna get my right answer in the end. So that's all that's going on with these. As long as you're careful and you take your time, all 8 of these should show up over here. And now we move down to the bottom. In the bottom, we have these guys, and the only difference is it doesn't tell us which one's A, B, and C. So I'm not gonna do the work because, let's face it, the work is, like, it's worth you doing. It's not something I should be doing for you. But like, let's look at number 9. The key thing you want to identify with these is where is C? Because C is always the one that's on the right-hand side. So if I can find C, it's like, well, then the other two are gonna go over here. And then it doesn't matter which one's which. So again, number 9 is C, the right angle is here. That means this is C. So number 9, I would set up 14 squared plus 9 squared is equal to C squared and go from there. Number 10, here's my right angle, so here's C. So I do 16 squared plus 16 squared is equal to C squared and go from there. In 11, oh, this one is C. So in 11, I would have to do 8 squared plus, and you could write A squared or B squared, it doesn't matter, is equal to, oh wait, no, C squared is 17, right? 17 squared. So that one is I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna do number 11, because I've only done one of these so far. So I'll get the numbers. So we get 64 plus b squared is equal to 289. And to get b squared by itself, we'll have to subtract the 64 from both sides. We'll get b squared is equal to 225, and we'll take the square root of it, and we'll get that it's 15. That is one that I've memorized. We'll take the square root, and we'll get square root of 225 is 15. And so then down here, so I got 15 for number 11. Oh, these are annoying. They all have markings on them. So I'll need to go and find 15 inches. 15 inches. And cross it out. All right. So that's this worksheet in a nutshell. As long as you're careful, you should get everything. Yeah, on to the next one.